When your puppy needs help, you don't know what to do. Acme Canine will see you through.
Dog training is a very diverse field with a single common thread: communication. Done effectively, this communication increases desirable behaviors and reduces problem behaviors in dogs. Effective communication requires a dog owner to know how to properly use their dog training tools.
Hi, I'm Laura Pecos. Just like using a hammer or a shovel, being knowledgeable about tools you use with your dog and knowing best how to use them effectively can build your relationship between you and your dog and humanely communicate your goals and desires. Unfortunately, most dog owners use their leash incorrectly. Sometimes they even cause the behaviors they don't like in their dogs. An aggressive or reactive dog can be caused by mishandling the leash while it is in the presence of other dogs or humans. If you're a worried dog owner, you immediately tighten up on the leash to prevent your dog from jumping on a person or pulling towards them. Unfortunately, this lifts your dog's head and puts him into an alert mode. Take a look at the picture on the left. Notice this dog is reacting to the sight of another dog. His head and tail are high, his body's rigid, his hackles are raised, and if you notice, his body weight is going forward. I bet you if you could get close enough, you'd probably even see that his whiskers are going forward. Every time we interact with a dog, one of us is training the other. Now think about your dog's posture while he's pulling at the end of his leash. That constant battle against the leash is pulling your dog's head way up. He's making himself high and rigid, and his body weight's going forward. He looks like a dog that's just about ready to communicate a challenge to another dog. Now, if you were a nice, unassuming dog confronted by your dog in that picture, what do you think the reaction would be?
I'd be so confused. The dog would smell friendly, but look like he wants to fight. I'm not the kind of dog who backs down, so let's get ready to rumble!
In addition, many people have been pulled off their feet by a dog that reaches the end of the leash and keeps on going. When this happens, or if you get tangled up, you can end up in a fall, road rash, or even worse.
So how is a dog owner supposed to properly hold the leash?
Proper leash handling, in my opinion, is a three-part equation. The first part is gripping the leash correctly in your hand. The second part is positioning your arm to maximize your strength, and the third part is maintaining a loose leash. This requires some technique and at first will seem awkward and a bit uncomfortable. Hopefully, by explaining the reasons behind holding a leash in this manner, along with some practice on your part, over time you'll find the position to be almost second nature.
Using your thumb.
Slip your thumb through the loop at the end of the leash. If you hold your hand upward in front of you like you're giving someone a high five, the leash should dangle off your thumb. Then close your fingers around the loop to maximize control and safety. Make sure the leash is coming out of the bottom of your hand near your pinky finger when you are finished folding. You could hurt yourself the way you have that wrapped around you, and even if you let go, it'd still probably be hooked to your arm, right?
Using your arm.
How you position your arms while holding your leash is really the make or break part of whether you stay on your feet or if you face plant on the ground. It's really quite simple physics. What is interesting is that if you aren't paying attention, even a small dog can topple a person with the right timing because of the physics involved, especially if they have ample forward movement that's adding to the force your shoulder feels. I'm going to pretend to be your dog and I'm going to be pulling, okay? Ready? Okay.
Holding the leash.
Some people feel they have more control over their dog if they hold on to that leash tightly, but the result is opposite of what they are seeking to achieve. A dog tends to struggle more against the pressure and discomfort on his neck when there's a tension on that leash. This causes him to pull harder at the leash and you to hold on tighter. When holding a leash, you must exercise seemingly as little control as possible to truly be in control of your dog. Try thinking of your leash as an umbilical cord that joins you and your dog. You communicate your feelings through this tool. This is especially true when your dog is ahead of you and can't see you. So, the other thing is you set yourself up. Normal physics, you're going to fall down because you're turning sideways and you're kind of off balance to begin with. Do you mind if we try a different way? Okay, this is what I've been talking about. I want you to put your thumb in the loop, wrap your fingers around it, and put your elbows to your hips. So, you walk your dog on the left side. You get a little bit of a loop here because we don't want to give your dog any feedback. We want to train your dog. We don't want to control your dog. All right? So I'm going to pretend like your dog is pulling. You're not going to react with one arm. You're going to use two arms. I want you to take your left hand and make like a baseball hold. But instead of holding it like that, I want you to hold it so that you use your triceps. Okay? You ready? Here we go. Pretty good. You're not moving. You're not going to lose your dog. And you're not going to lose your balance.
Making the leash shorter.
What you want to do is you want to put your thumb in the loop, slide your fingers down to give the dog however much slack you want to give it for whatever you're working on at the time. Put that over the same thumb so it's all tight on the top and all comes down through the bottom.
Knowing you must not control or try to steer your dog with the leash takes you to the next step of training and communicating with your dog. But that's in another video. Well, I hope you found this information useful. Today we looked at an important aspect of training your dog. Practice these techniques with your dog several times a day and soon they'll be doing just fine. If you have any questions about working with the leash or other dog behavior issues, visit my website at acmecanine.com or follow me on Spike's Dog Blog by Acme Canine. And this channel here is all about helping you build a better relationship with your dog. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
When your puppy needs help, you don't know what to do. Acme Canine will see you through. They work with the schedule, you'll be very pleased. Professional service meets all your canine